Right, court is calling 2023 CR 7666, State of Texas versus Mariana Barnes. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
John Young for the defense.
Are you Ms. Barnes?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, there's no application. Going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, not sign it, but did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor. And just for the court's notice, we're going to be requesting 30 days for her to get her affairs in order. She has a 6-year-old daughter before she goes into custody.
All right.
She is on GPS monitor.
All right. Are you waiving the reading of the indictment?
I am, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We're waiving the enhancement paragraph, and we're also proceeding on the lesser included of kidnapping, third degree.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of kidnapping as a third degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record. Do y'all want to put in here what happens if she doesn't show?
Yes.
All right, did you understand if you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court doesn't have to follow your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she is.
Ms. Barnes, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Excuse me?
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived a right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of kidnapping. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There are no applications. They will take in consideration 2023 CR 7845. And if you do not show for sentencing on your date of sentencing, then your plea of no contest or guilty will remain and you will be subjected to the full range of punishment. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that you have no contact with Sophia Martinez. Did you understand that's the recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense of kidnapping, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all this attachment.
No objection.
All right, you may be excused. Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. You're asking for time for her to report?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to give her 1 week. Ms. Ferguson, can you recall this for next week for sentencing?
Your Honor, her father lives in Omaha, Nebraska, and he has told me that he would like to come down and see her before she goes into prison. That's why I asked for the 30 days. Could you extend that a little bit?
No, I'm just going to give her 1 week.
Very well, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 7666 and 2023 CR 7845, State of Texas versus Mariana Barnes. We're going to have parties announced for the record for the state.
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
John Young for the defense.
And are you Ms. Barnes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Ms. Barnes, I know you were late for court, but the court is excusing that lateness because of the weather and because she did call in to the clerks to let them know that she was stuck in traffic. And I know that some people had issues getting to court.
Did you know that there was a tornado over off of 281?
Well, they told me there was one downtown as well. I missed it.
Missed me.
All right. All right. You entered a plea of no contest to kidnapping on October 17th. We're here for sentencing. Are both parties ready to proceed with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
All right. Is there any evidence you wish to present
No, Your Honor, we request the court to follow the agreement.
and defend? I'm sorry, in state?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2023. Excuse me. I'm going to have you sit in the court. 2023 CR 7845. And there's to be no contact with the complainant. All right. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Not for sentencing, Your Honor, but just off the record.
Okay. Show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I know you say you have a child and your child is young. You're going to have to start making better decisions. I read the police report and it appears that everybody was using drugs. Using drugs and having a child does not make for a good life for a child. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. And if you pick up more cases, ultimately you could be designated as habitual. That means your minimum sentence will be 25 years. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
CR 8625W, State of Texas versus Latoya Michelle Dowden. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Julius Hicks, representing the defendant.
Are you Miss Dowden?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
All right. Are you the same Latoya Michelle Dowden who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 8625W of the offense of harassment of a public servant on August 7, 2019 for a term of 3 years and extended for a term of 1 year? Is that you?
Yes, me.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 13th day of May, 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Latoya.
Just 1 second. I don't have a violation of condition number 1. Oh, no. You know what? I only had this one, but I've seen this one. So did you review that document, the motion to revoke community community supervision, the one that contains violations of
Yeah.
condition number 1?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right. All right, state.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 13th day of May 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Latoya Michelle Dowden, committed the offense of fraud, use, possession of identifying information, violation of condition number 1.
True.
True. Okay. State.
Waive the remaining violated condition, Your Honor.
Any objections to the waiver?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Dowling, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of
Yes.
condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor,
Yeah.
and that is to revoke the individual offer of community supervision and to, I believe, to reform the sentence of the underlying to 2 years, Texas Department of Corrections. And the state will take into consideration cause number CM 111995, which is the fraud that she pled true to.
All right. That's 111995.
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, is that the agreement?
Your Honor, with regard to this case, the defendant has been,
Well, counsel, are you asking me to follow the agreement?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Dowden, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, please.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, Ms. Downing, the court tried to work with you because I understand there were some mental health issues.
Yes.
But in order for us to help you, you have to meet us at least halfway. You understand?
Yes.
And you did not. So I'm going to grant the motion. And I'll sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Was there any inpatient treatment ever done? I know that she did not report to the facility that we were trying to arrange for her.
Your Honor, we could double check. I do want to make note that she does have well over 900 days
Okay.
back.
Well, if my math is good, that should be a judgment satisfied. But if my math is not up to standards, then maybe not. So I'll show it as a judgment satisfied. They're still probably going to take you to the facility. You understand?
Where?
To the prison.
Okay.
But they will do a process there where they process you in and then you should be released. Sometimes, though, people are released from the Bear County Jail. It just really depends.
Oh, right.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Dowding,
Yes.
I understand mental health issues,
Yeah.
but you're going to have to do better, because when you're released from prison, if you don't do better, what's going to end up happening is you're going to pick up more cases. And if you pick up more cases, ultimately you could be designated as habitual. That means your minimum sentence will be 25 years. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you are released, you need to go to Center for Healthcare Services.
Well,
All right. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
And if there's something you do not understand when you're released from prison, you can always come back here
Okay.
to the 187, and I will remind you, go to the Center for Healthcare Services. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
This courtroom moment quickly turned emotional as a mother stood before the judge, knowing her life was about to change forever. Mariana Barnes faced a serious charge, kidnapping. But in a plea deal with the state, the charge was reduced to a third-degree felony. That meant she was now looking at a possible sentence of up to 10 years in prison. Standing in court, she chose to plead no contest. Everything seemed straightforward, until her defense made one final request. They asked the judge for 30 days, not to escape justice, but for something deeply personal. Mariana's father lived far away in another state, and he wanted to see his daughter one last time before she was taken into custody. It was an emotional appeal, a simple request for time, for family. But the judge wasn't convinced. After reviewing everything, the court made a firm decision. Instead of 30 days, she would only get 1 week, just 7 days. Before sentencing, the courtroom fell into a tense silence. A single week to prepare for prison, to say goodbye to her child, and to face the consequences of her actions. When the sentencing day arrived, the judge followed the plea agreement. 2 years in state prison. Just like that. It was over. But before ending the hearing, the judge had one final message. A warning. The court pointed out concerns from the case, including drug use, and made it clear that this kind of behavior could not continue, especially as a parent, because next time, the consequences could be far worse. If she reoffends, she could be labeled a habitual offender, facing a minimum of 25 years. This wasn't just a sentence. It was a turning point, a moment that could define the rest of her life and the future of her child. One decision, one case, but lifelong consequences.